Now I'm on, Chuck.
Okay. Do 12 and then I'm going outside.
Okay. Right, now I need my camera controls opening. Is that one? Sure, autofocus is off again because it keeps putting it on. Okay. Right, see if it's come on. Yeah. Wait for people to find that I've managed to sort it out and I'm on.
You got no viewers at the minute?
No. Nobody's in. They'll come and at past and find out I weren't here.
20 minutes late.
I am. Water may wet the water brush. Anybody who's watching this back, I'm carrying on with the Hypogriff. I've laid some colour down, dark blue. I'll let you know what colours it is. The Neo Colour 2s, and the colour is ultramarine. So I've laid that down there, and on the clouds I've laid yellow, which is just yellow. I've also covered the pumpkins in orange, which is just orange. And I thought I'd use Inktense for the Hypogriff, so I've got a selection of colours out. Probably not use all of them, but I've got a selection out to see what happens. So on the cloth, and I'll zoom in a little bit if it'll let me. There we go. Do this big cloud first up here. And I've only put a light layer down. I can add more colour on more layers, do more layers. Do these flies know when I've gone on stream? Because one's suddenly turned up again. I'll just cover straight over that because the gel pens will cover the stars.
I don't know, Emma.
Well, they weren't a sign or a single fly, but the second I've put camera on, one's turned up.
Word's probably gone out there.
Yeah, probably has.
And the Bradley's on.
Yeah, you must be interested in watching what I'm doing. Well, the fly can carry on watching what I'm doing as long as he stops being annoying. Hey.
He's going to get sprayed in a minute if he
Is
carries on.
Yeah.
You know he's dicing your death. Could be his last day on Earth and he doesn't realise it.
Mm-hmm. You'd best go and fly about outside again then, auntie. Silly fly.
I think if he knew how close you were. There he is.
That's the ultramarine first coat down and activated. And I'll go on to the yellow. There we go. Hi Shara, welcome. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry you're not sleeping. Is it too warm? Right, I'll go across to the yellow one now and wet that one. Wanted a bright cloud so I can keep the colours on the page bright because I'm doing the Hypogriff in browns, which will dull it down. So I wanted everything else to be bright. That's what my plan is so far. I've also mixed a bit of white in with the yellow so it don't come out as bright. Oh, got a bit of blue on there. Come off. Don't want green clouds. Lift that bit and all. It's one good thing about the Neos. If you happen to go over the line, you can lift it again with water. Not in all cases. Some cases, it depending on how long it's been activated and how long it's down, you can't. There we go. I'm in the UK, Shara. Welcome, Judy. And thank you for subscribing. My name's Heather. Hi, Robert. Welcome. Thank you very much. Doesn't take long to get this Neo 2 down as a base. And I'm not being particularly perfect with it because I'm doing a second coat over the top. Let me move these cards. These are the cards for the Inktense pencils that I'm going to be using on the Hypogriff. Not all the colours possibly. I just got a selection. I'll see what I decide to do when I get round to that bit. I don't know what you mean by that, Judy, the chat chart. The chat that we're chatting now stays on the videos permanent. So anybody who watches it back, they can follow along with the chat as well, rather than just listening to me talking to myself. Put it more up that bit, it looks too white. There we go. Time schedule. I don't have time schedules, as in permanent Tuesday morning and Sunday morning at this time. It's the Hypogriff, Robert, that I'm doing for the Harry Potter colour along. I'm a bit late. It was done over the weekend, and I'm a day late in doing it. I started it last night. But if you search Harry Potter colour along on YouTube, you'll find all the other streamers, the other videos that were played over the weekend. If you want to catch up and see what everybody's been doing. If you go to a channel called Colouring with Vicky, she organised it from the start, and I think she's got a list of the other streamers so that you can follow them all. Could probably be on the description of her first video for the Harry Potter colour along. No, thank you, Robert. That's really kind of you. So what sort of art do you do, Robert? And have you got a channel yourself? I own I've got the reading books, but I don't have any Harry Potter colouring books. This is a Kazan's book. Don't know if you've heard of, well, I suppose everybody's heard of Kirby Roseanne's, but it's the Mythomorphia colouring book. And I was lucky that it's got a hippogriff in, and there's an hippogriff in the Harry Potter films. He flies on one, I think it's in the fourth book. Oops, I've got a bit of yellow on my blue. See if I can lift that in a second. I'm going to have to learn to slow down a little bit. I've got an awful habit of speeding up and then the brush goes over the line. I'll lift that back. There we go. Well, that's good that you do a lot of different art. That you do mainly mixed media. Make me a tea and all while you're there, Shara. Oh, that's good, Judy. Which pictures are you doing in the Mythomorphia and the Colormorphia? And you like doing double pages as well, do you? I always seem to gravitate to the double pages. Let me take this bit of blue off here before we end up with green in the cloud again. And there's another bit there I've just spotted. I think I'm all right with that bit. The troll page, I'm trying to remember the troll page. I can place the gnomes page. I can't quite place the trolls. Hang on a second. It's in this one, isn't it, the trolls? So that's the gnomes one. I think it's further along into the trolls. It's not that one, is it? Troll battle. No, it's not that one then. Let me have a look. No, that's werewolf. That's the one. There's another Hypogriff. Oh, fingers are not wanting to pick the pages up again. It's going to be the last page I look at, isn't it? Is it? No, it's not that one, is it? Is it that one? Two facing each other. Yeah, they're facing each other. This one. Awesome. Are you doing a background, Judy? You call them trolls. I don't know what they are. They could be trolls. Oh, that sounds good. Are you on Instagram? And am I following you on Instagram? I've got a terrible memory, so you'll have to remind me. If not, put your channel name up, your Instagram name, and I'll go and search it out. Because I'd like to see that completed. Oh, I am following you. Yeah. I can't wait to see what you do with that one then. Oh, let me turn vibration off on this phone. Because it's vibrating quite loud. And I don't want you to be annoyed with it on screen. Go to silent. There we go. No, that's switched it on. How do I turn vibrate off on this phone, Doc? There's no mute.
I don't know.
It just seems to put the sound on. That'll make it more annoying.
I don't know because it's that Sony one again.
It's the Sony, yeah. I don't suppose you're making another drink before you go out, are you?
If you want one, I'll let you on.
Please.
Just finish this level and I'll do it all.
Seems to dry your mouth out with talking, especially when you're not used to talking. I'm drying up again. I'll let some more water out. Very funny, Judy. The trouble is, I never know what to talk about. I've always been the same ever since I was little. I've always been quiet. Since I started the channel, this is the most talking I've ever done. Yeah, we don't get out much, so we find that we haven't got anything to talk about apart from talking about as children and what films Ian's been watching and what have you. But general everyday stuff, we haven't really got anything to talk about. Yeah, you teach me how to talk about stuff. I think lots of things once I've edited stream, I think, oh, I could have talked about that, or I meant to have told them about something and I forgot. But while the stream's going, I can't always think of things to say. I mainly rely on you lot asking me questions so I can answer you. Am I zoomed in enough? It looks like I'm still far away on my screen. Morning, Shannon. Welcome. It's 12:15 dinner time here. I might need a bit more yellow in this area.
There we go, Joe.
There's no rush. It's just so I can taste that coffee. Judy, when you get a webcam, whichever version you get, there should be a download that's got everything built in for recording and live streaming and what have you. Let me take that blue off there before I end up with green again. I don't know how that's ended up on there. Looks like we're going to have a green tinge. Like I said, sometimes you can lift it and other times you can't. It all depends how long it's been down there. It's not lifting that one either. Or is it? Slowly.
No.
I think it is. Put some more yellow up there. It's gotten very patchy. I think I put too much white in it. A bit of blue there, so I'll not go up there yet. Just catch up with chat. 6:15 for you, Shannon. It's quite early. And you, Judy. But yours, Shar, is mega early, 4 a.m. Sorry you can't sleep. My voice is going all gravelly again. No, that's not an hint for me coffee.
Right. I'm doing it now.
You're trying to come up with a name. If you know Colouring with Little Pickle, Jodie, ask her to help you. She's really good at coming up with names. If you're stuck.
Yeah, what? Oh.
Let's put that on that wooden thing, wherever it is. At least brown will go over yellow.
So that's cool.
That's no bother. Thank you. Right. That's looking better. We are all over the place, aren't we? Worldwide. It's a marvellous thing, internet. It brings you closer. I think I'll do these pumpkins next before I end up with orange where I don't want it. Seems strange having pumpkins in clouds. If I could sit down with this gentleman, I'd like to ask him how he came up with ideas for half of these doodles. This book's not got half as many doodles in as what all the other books have. The one I've just done in Imagimorphia, that had got quite a few doodles into colour. It's my head's not getting way of camera, is it? Because my eyesight's not brilliant and I keep finding myself moving closer to the book. There we go, that's that coloured. Yeah, we'd love to ask him. Lots of ideas where he come up with ideas for these pictures would be a good thing. Oh, you're flying next week, are you, Shara? 10 weeks, that's a long holiday.
Oh.
But you'll get lots of time to enjoy yourself with your family. It's brilliant, Doc. Thank you very much.
Too dark, darling.
No, it's fine. Yeah, Shannon. There is times, isn't there, when you could say, well, why did you come up with that idea? Like Joanna Basford, I've not got any of her books, but I've been watching everybody's videos. And I'd like to ask her why she has to pack in so many flowers and leaves in all her pictures. Is it a case that she really, really likes flowers and leaves? Or does she just do it to fill gaps? That's going to need more yellow. I thought I'd be sparingly on the first lay down because I didn't want to go in too dark from the start. But some areas I can see now that I've not put enough down. I have to do another coat. Well, I do usually do 2 coats anyway, but I'm definitely going to have to do it this time, whether I wanted to or not. From what I've heard, Shara, New Zealand's a beautiful place to visit. I won't know myself because I've never been out to United Kingdom, but listening to the people, I've heard them say it's a lovely place. Some of these tail ends, I don't know if the pottery's feathers or something completely different, but they're getting yellow on them for now. You'll think it's gorgeous as well then. There's no point me asking which part because I ain't got a clue which part's what in New Zealand. As long as it's nice and you get to spend time with your family. I hope you enjoy yourself and take lots of photos so you can share them. It must be so hard having your daughter so far away from you? Or is it son and daughter-in-law? I can't remember, Shara, sorry. That's it, that's that cloud covered. Oh, so it's feather. That's unfortunate. I'll have to have a bit of Posca on it. Try and take that orange off there. Shove it back up there. Right. Well, that was the biggest cloud of these cards. Slide my book that way a bit. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm same, Shannon. Can't swim and I can't fly. Yeah, your daughter. They moved there last, did they? Did they move for work? There's not many who live on there then, is there? 4 million. I thought New Zealand were quite bigger than UK. I think on estimate we've got 10,000 or over people. Haven't we, Ian? On UK.
In UK?
Yeah.
There's millions.
Millions. Yeah. I meant millions.
Not 10,000.
I meant millions, not thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she was saying on New Zealand there's 4 million people.
Right.
And I was saying I thought there were more than that because it's a lot bigger area than UK.
Yeah.
But it must have a lot of outback, same as Australia.
Must have. I don't know how many millions we've got. Quite a few.
Yeah, well over 10.
Yeah.
Well, they're all cramped in such a little area.
Yeah.
Where's your husband work, Judy? Does he go country to country, or is there one country he works in? Right, he's originally from there, Shara. Did he come over to US on holiday and that's how they met, or did he come over to one of the schools? You feel squashed, do you, Shannon? Oh, but that's nice in Bahamas. Too hot for me, though. I won't be able to cope somewhere like that, but pictures look nice when you look at them on TV or on internet. All that clear green sea and clear waters. Looks beautiful. That's that one done. I can imagine 8. Excuse me. Right, so his parents brought him over to US then. So did they live there for quite a few years and then they decided to move back to New Zealand then? And that's why they moved over last year. Hi, Kimmy, welcome. Thank you for coming. How are you doing this morning? I haven't got any treats, Mittens. You'll have to go to Dad. She keeps nudging me elbow up.
Oh, fetch him.
I don't know where I've put them.
Bloody nuisance has wasted all his sunny hair.
I know, she'll not get out till she knows she's had them all.
Where is she?
She's here outside on me. She keeps nudging my arm.
Come here. You. Come here, Mug.
I've got so if I can lift it. Like I say, I get an awful habit of trying to rush instead of just slowing down. And then I get it where I don't want it. It's lifting, but it's starting to not like the paper. So I'm not messing it anymore. I have to get some yellow over it. Yes, especially cats. She watches you when you've come back from shopping. She knows you've got treats and she won't leave you alone till she's set them all. After all the cats we've got, she's the worst for treats. Well, she never seems to put any weight on, does she?
No, she don't.
You'd think she'd be well overweight with how many treats she has a day.
You think?
That looks a bit too light, so that's going to definitely need more yellow on. I'm glad you're great. Yeah, we're good today as well. Thank you. Yeah, Sharon, New Zealand and Australia, they're both hard places to move to. You have to jump through hoops. A lot of it seems to be if you've got work, if you can get work there, then move over. So he's a long way from his family as well then. That's okay, Kimmy. You can lurk away. I don't mind. Enjoy your time with your grandson. I bet, Shannon, dogs aren't very easy to shave, are they? She says she needs to shave one at dogs. And he weren't having any on it. It's like wrestling an elephant and he won.
Oh.
He's a great Pyrenees Border Collie mix. I know what a Border Collie looks like, but I don't know what a Pyrenees looks like. Sounds like something with a lot of hair if he needs shaving. Sometimes the smaller dogs aren't as easy to handle, though. They can be just as bad as bigger dogs. Quite boisterous, and especially when you mention Bath, they run.
Like kids.
Exactly like kids. Yeah, that's where I know the Border Collie mix. We call them sheepdogs here because they used for rounding up sheep and what have you. But I've not heard of a Pyrenees. Have you heard of a Pyrenees?
No, I haven't, no.
Right then. I'm just wondering whether to put gel pen on these stars before I go in with the ink tents. Because save me accidentally covering them in colour I don't want. I know some of them I'll have to wait till they dry. Yep, that's all right, Kimmy. Life first. Video will be here for later. There's a lot of people who dress the dogs up for one reason or another, whether they do it to keep them warm in winter if they're in cold climates, or whether they like to take photos on them dressed up or what. There's lots of reasons people put clothes on little dogs. Right. Now, I think these stars, I'm not going to stick to silver and white. I think I'm going to do all glitter colours, bright colours. Mix and match it. Well, we don't want yellow because they'll disappear in the clouds. And I think silver might not stand out, but we'll try in a bit. I think I'll use that one first. Yeah, they all mixed together. They're just in a great tub. I have put ties round them to try and separate them, so I know which ones are what. But they just dumped in there for now. I could do with a proper, what do you call it, pencil case to put them in. You've got a lot of dogs then, Shannon. 16 altogether, have you? Have you got a lot of land for them to run around on? And it must cost you a fortune in dog food every week. I know with 6 cats it costs us a fair bit. Some of them could do a finer point. Maybe bring it down a little bit more because it still don't look like it's zoomed in enough. There we go. That's a bit better. Where am I going? That way. Right. Have I got any more of them shape things? No, but I don't want just one pink. So, right, you're getting it up here on screen. Move my box. And that. That's better. Back of that will have to be a different colour because it'll look too mushed up if I put this all on it. Right, so let's have some blue ones. When these dry, the Arteza ones, these, when they dry, the glitter shows up more. They're really nice. Quite fluid. Did do a review on them on one of the videos. I keep telling myself, stop holding your breath. Holding my breath going in these tiny areas. And thanks for the early thumbs up, guys. It's much appreciated. Do you rescue dogs then, Shannon? My phone was vibrating like mad, getting messages left, right, and centre. I don't know. No, they're not trying to get in touch with me. Just my phone being a pain. Right. I know where I've done here, that's a mistake. I've started at bottom at stars and I'm going to end up with my arm in it, so they'll have to wait. I should have started at the top, really. you can still see. Rather than mix and match colours, if I do them all blue, then they'll all tie in together and stand out from the feathers. Trying to do it so my hand isn't way up picture as well. I do like Arteza products. I haven't had one yet that I haven't liked. Right. That one as well, because that's in feathers. Do I do doll hair? No. I have attempted it once. It's very fiddly. That's awesome, Shannon. Well done for getting them new homes. I think it's just an habit everybody has. Use gel pens and you tend to hold your breath, hoping that it don't go out and flood all over at lines. Everybody I've spoke to does it. Yeah, doll hair is not part of felting. I have got a felting video amongst me videos, if you want to check that out and see why it is. I've only just discovered gel pens, Judy. Used all other mediums before. Well, I say I've only just discovered gel pens. That's a lie, because I used to use Sakura Jelly Roll souffle pens on birthday cards that I made, but I'm talking 10, 15 years ago. This is first gel pens of this kind that I've found for using in colouring books. I've only got the skin tones in Prismas. I'm getting used to them slowly, but to tell you the truth, I'm not quite happy with how they've got too much wax for my liking. I've got the Arteza pencils and the Castle Art pencils. They haven't got as much wax in, so I seem to gravitate towards them a lot. I remember you saying, Shannon, that you had Castle Arts. You like them as well, don't you? I won't mind some polys. I've got 2 at minute. I bought them to open stock to try them out, and I really like them, so I won't mind more. I've not heard of the Sudi style pencils, Shannon. Are they a new one on market? That flies back again. That. Thought you were going to do something on truck.
Oh, it's this game.
Oh.
Because it keeps giving power-ups for only last half an hour.
Right. It's luring you in, that's what it's doing.
Oh. So I thought, what I'll do is I'll go and take the original armrest off just before you go.
Right.
Do it in the shed while you're at school.
And then put it back on.
Put it back on.
Hi, Rochelle, welcome. They're like butter, and the colour lays down easy with no force to paper at all. And you can keep layering on top of layers on top of layers. I think the most I've got is 7 layers of colour with Castle Art. Have you drunk your drink, that?
I have. Have you?
I've just had the last mouthful. Yeah, you do find that, Judy. Different medium work on different types of paper. I think the reason I don't get on very well with Prismas is because this paper, it's very, how do you describe it? Smooth. So I've not done very well with Prismas on this paper. So I think that's why I've not got a love affair with them at the minute. But there's probably other books out there, which I don't know because I've only got these and the Ink House, but there's probably other books that they work brilliant in. I just haven't found it yet. Yeah, I've got patience, but I also like rushing things, and that ends up being a problem at times. How did you change your name by accident, Judy? Were you testing it out and then press save before coming out of it? See, trouble with Google as well. You're stuck with it for 30 days, aren't you, before you can change it again? Another one hiding there. That one. And that one. There's a couple that's got covered with yellow. That's why I couldn't find them. At least it's dry enough now.
Oh, so what?
It's all right. You can still go and get yourself something to eat, or wherever it is you're doing. Good morning, afternoon. What time do you call this? 1 o'clock in afternoon? Missed one there up top. Am I off? I'm off screen, aren't I? Move it back across. That's better. Right, done that. I've got a big one there to do. These funny shaped ones that's different to them, I'm going to do a different colour. There's one just on edge of there. Quickly cover that one. That's it. Don't see. Oh, there's one up there.
Sorry to do some of this stuff.
Yeah, one of them's yours.
That one. And another one there. These ones are drying now, and I can see the glitter starting to come up. Just catching up on chat. I thought you'd got the inspiration from Prince. So you've got 30 days to try and think of what name to change it back to. Two on his belly. Have I missed? Oh, there and thank you, Shannon. See, just when you think you've got them all, some more pop out. There doesn't seem to be any at front of him. There's one up there. Oh, there's one in this cloud here. That big one, I think that big one's the last one of these shape. But if you can see any more, shout them out. Because like I say, when you look at them for so long, you can't see them. They disappear. Till you move on and then they reappear. Bottom feathers. Bottom feathers. That's a different shape. Do you mean that one? It's not a 5-pointed star like the other ones. Yeah, it's a different shape, Shannon, so I'm going to do that one a different colour. And then I'll pick that back up because that's similar to that, so I think I'll do that pink. I'm on screen still, aren't I? Yeah. Can't see any more of them. Oh, yeah, one there. That's that one. Oh, Cameron, get off. Thank you. under gel pens in cloud. Yep, there. There's also another one of them that needs to be blue. I didn't see that with pens on top. You're good at spotting things, Shannon. That's a pointy one. There's nothing in them clouds. That and that are the same shape, but not that shape. Right. So I think I've got all of them pink. Just want the blue back and cover that before I end up forgetting. That's that. Now, what colour shall I use on the other ones? What about green? On these ones, I think I'll do green on these ones. It's like trying to do a word search. Close tip crease at book. Top at page. No, they're bubbles. If that's where you mean, Shannon. And that one's been covered with blue. It's just that it's drying, so now all you can see is glitter. So it looks like I've missed it. Brown. And there's no more near crease at book. Right. I've seen one of them that's there. Over some. That's a dot. I don't know what that's supposed to be. That's a dot. They're all covered. They're all covered. That's a zigzag one again, like that one. So I'm going to do it a different colour. Yeah, I'm going to do them two a different colour because they're 8 pointed. Well, that's 6 and that's 8, not 5. That's that one for green. And then I have to have my phone close to me to read your chat, so I have to keep moving it around. Get to pictures. Can't read it on the computer. It's too far away from me. Another one there, look. And that. Oh, little one there. Don't think I can see any more of them. No. Right, so what colours shall I have now for them two then? It's got to be something complementary to the other colours. There's a lot of pinks and what have you in the pinks and purples. What about a red? Or would it not stand out? Shall I stick to silver? That's the only trouble with sciatica, Judy. It inflames the nerve when it's trapped. So it will take quite a while for your legs to stop aching. Red or silver? Yeah, they all glitter. Should we go silver then? And again, the silver will show more when it's dry. That's that one then. And that's that one. Now, because there's only two of them, so there ain't much silver on the page, because there ain't any other shaped ones, I think I'll do this M here in it. I think it's supposed to be a game tile. The only thing is it's going to cover the writing, isn't it? So edge of it will have to be silver, and then I'll do a different, probably pencil on top to match it. Right, so that's all the little doodads then. I'll get rid of them. It should be 3, not 2. We've missed one somewhere. Right. If I go in with a light colour and see how it goes, should we try tan? And I'll start down his legs. Let me try and sharpen this a bit. It's gone a bit blunt. Pulled one of me little things off. Put it back on. There we go. That's better. Right. If I put a little colour in there. and test that out. Come on, with water. Thank you. If I treat this as a base, I can always go with pencils for shading. You put timer on oven, didn't you, Leon? So if I've used tan, try not to get it in the glitter. A complementary subtle brown might not be dark enough for the shadow. Chocolate too dark. About willow. Willow might do it. Try the willow. I just want to go down this edge with a bit slightly darker shade and see if it will mix together while I'm activating it. So start on the light bit. And then mix it with the darker one. Yes, I think that works. What's that look like? I need another coat, or is it two alike? That is the willow. So that was that one. I wonder if it would be better with saddle brown then. That's mustard white. Madder. Dark chocolate and Chinese grey. So I haven't got the saddle brown out. That's not very organised, is it? Oh. Where are you? There you are. Hiding. Right. So took it straight from here. What's that look like? That's better. Yeah, I use Neo 2s on the background, on the sky. And then I've used gel pens on the little stars. I've used Neos on the clouds. And I'm just going in with ink tents, Derwent ink tents for the Hypogriff. Thank you, Shannon. I always manage to get ink all over my fingers as well, Judy. It never goes where you want it to. There's a bit of shade in there. Right, so pick the tan up, leave the willow in case we need a mid-range. And I'll go with tan again and just lay it down very light, covering all of it. And it doesn't matter that it's showing little white spaces, because once you activate it, it fills all them white spaces anyway. Try not to put it on too thick again. That bread smells strong, Liam. Right. And then if I come in with that one and take it just where Kirby's put all the cross hatching for the shadows, we'll just put a light layer just to the right of the shading. And then again, I can mix it in like I've done on the lower leg, and hopefully it'll work. Because then I don't have to wait for each layer to dry before I bring in shadows. I don't know what colour to do mountains yet, Rochelle, but lavender's a good idea. If I do it with the ink tents, there's a lavender in the ink tents. Just activate all the light area first, and then come back and activate the shadow across it. I think that's how best to do it. See, I usually use pastels on animals. I thought I'd go to try with the Inktense again. Have a cut. Now, if I take some specks of that, bring it in random in the feathers. It might bring the shadowing up on the leg a bit more. Now, if I take some more of this and blend it in with it, it'll not look so odd. So I've gone back to the tan now. And use that to blend in the saddle brown. Then it don't look as harsh. Yeah, I think that works. A bit more across there. And then I haven't got an harsh line either. Okay, Rochelle. Right. Take some more. Lay it down thin again. I think that's part of his leg. Well, it is now. Come with saddle brown again. Take that round that shadow again. Right.
I could believe it.
You know you want to, Shannon. Do his other legs. Just bring phone on so I can move the book. Put the cards up here. Not Willow. Set up that. Right. Turn again. Now, well, his claws, but I should think his claws will be a different colour, won't be same as his feathers. So I'll leave that for a bit. Might have to do a bit of research. I think that grey might come in handy for claws. Careful around that bit. Yeah, distress inks would work well, Shannon. There's a lot of tight spaces though. You'd need a really small brush or something to use the ink with. That's another toe there. Another two there. That's mountain, I'm sure it is. What's up, Oliver? Yeah. If you've got a glass surface, put the ink on that and pick it up with your brush. Don't put the brush straight to the ink pad because you'll water down the ink that's in it. or use a plastic mat. Put the ink on that. Right, now how much shading? That would definitely be shaded, so that's having saddle brown. And that'll be shaded underneath that leg. So that's getting saddle brown. Now I think the bottom end of each toe would be. Now there's pretty shading at the top on that one, not the bottom. But I'm going to stick to bottom like I always do. Apart from that one's overlapping that one, so that's definitely going to be there. Now, shade that bit there and that bit there. And just put a bit on all these shade lines. Then I can get it to mix together. Right, try that. You can always add more if it's not dark enough. I'm treating each knuckle as a separate and then wiping the brush off again. And then go to the tan, which is lightest, activate that and then come across the saddle brown after and then wipe the brush off again. And that's, I'm going to repeat that on each knuckle. That way it doesn't build up with too much colour in one area. I do believe it's going to need more shading. I've done it too light. we go. Right, I've got 10 minutes left, so I'll put a bit on this feather in here. This time, I think with depth of them feathers, I'm going to need something darker than saddle brown. So try the dark chocolate. Don't want madder brown, do I? Because that's too red. Yeah, madder brown's too red. So try dark chocolate and take the saddle brown out. And just a line. Very light. Right, let's try that. In with the light again first. And then take the dark. That's better. That's going to be dark there. A bit on there. Deeper on that bit. Try that. Go away, fly. Liam, is Callie moaning at front door? I think I can hear a bit something, but I'm not sure. Was she?
No.
Oh. Must have been hearing things then.
Callie's here.
Is she? She must have been in bedroom. Right. I think I've activated all that. But on that bit. Get rid of that harsh line.
Oh, Cal, that looks alright, Wes. It does. That definitely looks
What have I got?
explosion in the mattress factory. Done there.
Where's she been? Turned up looking like a busted mattress.
I don't know.
Thank you, Shannon. Right,
I'll get you some treats in a
I'm
second.
going to say bye now to everybody. So, thank you very much for coming, and I'll see you again Thursday at 11:30 GMT +1. So, have a good day, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.
Oh. Hang on a minute, Cal.